Today, let me tell you another story. In the depths of the night, beneath the canopy of ancient trees, Alex treaded cautiously along the winding path that snaked through the dense forest. The moon cast its pale light upon the twisted branches, casting eerie shadows that danced upon the forest floor. With each step, a sense of unease gnawed at his insides, but he pressed on, driven by a restless curiosity. As he ventured deeper into the woods, the silence grew oppressive, broken only by the rustle of leaves and the distant hoot of an owl. The air hung heavy with the scent of damp earth and decaying foliage, mingling with the metallic tang of fear that clung to his senses. Lost in thought, Alex's gaze fell upon a dilapidated cabin, nestled amidst a grove of gnarled trees. A relic of a forgotten era, its weathered timbers groaning in protest against the passage of time. Curiosity overcame caution, and he approached the cabin with trepidation, his heart pounding in anticipation of what lay within. As he crossed the threshold, a chill swept through him, sending shivers racing down his spine. The interior was cloaked in darkness, illuminated only by the feeble glow of his flashlight. Cobwebs clung to the walls like tattered veils, and the air was thick with the stench of decay. But just as he was about to turn back, a blood-curdling scream shattered the silence, reverberating through the darkness with bone-chilling intensity. Fear seized him in its icy grip, paralyzing him with terror as he struggled to make sense of the horrifying sound. With trembling hands, Alex fumbled for his flashlight, the beam cutting through the darkness like a beacon of hope in the night. But the shadows seemed to writhe and twist in response, swallowing the feeble light and casting him into a realm of utter darkness. Desperation clawed at his chest as he groped blindly through the gloom, his heart pounding in time with the rhythm of his ragged breaths. But just as despair threatened to consume him, a faint glimmer of light pierced the darkness, beckoning him towards salvation. Summoning every ounce of courage he possessed, Alex followed the light, his footsteps echoing in the empty void like a drumbeat of defiance. And then, just as he reached the source of the light, he found himself face to face with the embodiment of his deepest fears. A creature of darkness stood before him, its form twisted and contorted into a grotesque parody of humanity. Its eyes gleamed with malevolence, fixating upon him with an intensity that sent shivers racing down his spine. But Alex refused to cower in the face of evil. With a defiant cry, he raised his flashlight high above his head, channeling the power of his resolve into a beacon of pure, unyielding light. And as the darkness recoiled before him, he felt a surge of triumph course through his veins. With a final desperate lunge, he banished the creature back into the shadows from whence it came, its anguished shrieks fading into the night like a whisper on the wind. And as the first light of dawn broke over the horizon, Alex emerged from the depths of the forest, his spirit unbroken and his faith in miracles restored. For in the end, it was not fear that defined him, but the strength of his will and the resilience of his spirit. And as he walked into the dawn, he knew that he had triumphed against all odds, emerging victorious in the face of unimaginable darkness.